Good evening. This is Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. As we speak, Treasury Consulting is a multinational headquartered group based out Singapore. The big banks of the globe, in fact, the top banks of the globe, they are known of doing prop trading. Prop trading, like I'm a prop trader, I have my own fund. Prop trading means they take positions on their own money. But at the same time, they also act as a market maker, which is definitely a conflict of interest. We can speak a lot on that, but I don't think I'm covering this in the video. Now, guys, who is a market maker? That we need to learn. A market maker is a person who connects a buyer with a seller. Example. It's an example. Microsoft US have GBP 200 million. 200 million GBP. While Google US have equivalent US dollars. Now, Microsoft US wanted to convert this 200 million GBP into US dollars, while Google US needs to make a payment in GBP, so they need GBP. Now, Microsoft will not be calling the Google to make the deal. They need a market maker in between. Assuming it is Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs entered and create a market. That's why they're known as market maker, not market taker. When they enter into the market in such a big deal, they can swing the prices. But market makers cannot work until they are in touch with an entity which is known as interdealer brokers, IDB. Interdealer brokers are those people who may not be big like we have the big banks of the globe, but having said that, they have small clients. So example, there is a big broker who have 1000 small clients, and these small clients collectively have a huge amount which they wanted to either sell or buy in cash or derivative. Another important role which these interdealer broker do is they have big contacts in the market. So suppose there is a big bank and they wanted to create a market in a swap. Suppose dollar yen swap, assuming. In that eventuality, they need an interdealer broker who can create an order for this. Interdealer broker get compensated either on a deal basis, and sometimes they get compensated either on a monthly basis. So it depends upon what kind of bank you are up to. Now, when we speak about market making by G7 banks are done in all asset classes like FICC, fixed income currencies and commodities. So they do the market making in equities. You believe how to run a market making in equities. That's very interesting. I can't explain here, but this is a role of an investment banker. They do market making in currencies, which technically speaking is known as interbank desk. They do market making in commodities. They take a big position, sometimes a prop position, sometimes a non-prop position, and they do the market making. And many a times they do the market making in interest rate products, swaps, mortgage products. So you name and they do the market making. Market making is one of the most important area of career we have in the world, I would say. But unfortunately, the problem is that market making requires an extensive knowledge, because at one point of time you are doing a market making in currency, then you go to equity, then you go to commodities, then you go to fixed income, then you go to interest rate, then you go to swap, then you go to the structures. So in a whole day you do 10 types of market making. I don't mean to say that you will not lose, you sometimes lose also. So example, Microsoft is selling GBP, Google is buying GBP. Your view is GBP would depreciate from 1.24 to 1.29. This is your view. Now, the actual deal size was 200 million, but you increase this to 220 million. And 20 million you going to be doing from your own pocket. From your own pocket. And what would GBP, rather than going to 1.29, it go to 1.20. Now, so market making is not always positive. And another important thing which we need to learn is that market making having multiple instruments. Many a times they are done in CFDs, contract for differences. They are done in cash products. They are done in derivatives. They are done in futures. They are done in options. But eventually, market making is one of the great career opportunities we have. But the books never teach these things. That is another problem of life.